bar in my mouth.
I should have waited.
I was just eating. It's fine. I'm so irritated, you guys. So irritated. I just got done eating.
Make you feel better?
I mean, gifts always make me feel better.
Okay, well, you got your earrings. Remember how you were going to get your earrings from Sandy?
Hoop ones?
Yeah, so you got your earrings.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see
Those are from Sandy.
Okay, I'm going to open these up. Guys, I'm so irritated. So the gifts are going to make me feel so much better. We're going to, okay, hold on. These are like so packed well. Hold on, I got to get them out of here.
Yeah, because I haven't looked at them yet.
Okay, hold on. How do I get them? Oh my god, look. Spirit Hoops. Is that what it says? Yes.
Yes.
Open. Okay. Okay, hold on. I gotta get him out. Hold on, how do I get him out?
Is it a slidey? You got. In the meantime, you guys,
I can't get him out.
Cool chicks vote conservative.
Do
you know how old this shirt is?
I'm gonna have to rip. Okay, I got it. I got it. Okay.
Wow, these are very well packaged.
It's not for women who are almost 49.
Oh my god!
I cannot.
Those are amazing.
Oh my god. Hold on.
Show.
You guys look. They're Donald Trump hoops. Can you stand it? Oh my god, look at these. Can you I cannot. Oh my god. I love these. I love these. Thank you so much.
Sandy.
Mwah.
We got
Those are the greatest.
From Carrie in Minnesota. we got a nutsack.
We got a nutsack.
Hey chicks, love listening to you each morning on live. Here's a healthy alternative to your bag of D's.
Yeah.
And bonus, they're full of fiber in case you're sick of all the shit.
Yeah.
Keep up the good fight and I'll be listening. And Daisy, if you get Texas, I get the north half of Minnesota.
Yeah.
They can keep the cities.
Yeah, they can totally keep the cities.
It's sacks of nuts, you guys.
It's a nut sack. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Sacks of nuts.
Oh my god, we got sacks of nuts. We got nut sacks.
Nut sacks.
Oh my god.
I mean,
you know how many guys actually need those? Because they've been pulled off and put into drawers.
Also, from Jennifer, we got, and Rob too. He's so spoiled.
God, he's spoiled. He doesn't deserve it.
Right?
He doesn't deserve any of these
I already sent him a text saying there's so much audio to pull. Get your ass in here in a reasonable hour.
Unbelievable. He's like he's like the little boy that we have to just
and then he gets all grouchy about it.
God, he's so grouchy because he has to do this much work.
Right. And he shows up for 2 seconds, and then you guys give him gifts.
I know. You guys are too good to him.
Anyway.
Too good to him. He is a brat.
Jennifer said, I got a set of these for myself. Thought you might like them as well. They were a big hit at my local police department. Take care and stay sassy. She sent us each, you guys, a wine glass and a regular glass.
Oh, my God.
Of liberal tears.
Liberal tears.
We each got these. We each
got
these. Liberal tears.
And that's so you, because I drink beer and you drink wine.
Well, no, we each got one.
Oh my God! Are you serious?
Got one of everything.
This is the greatest.
Yeah, you got the same thing. Those are yours. And
Thank you.
And Rob got those too.
Rob actually needs one of these.
We got five copies of Bad Libs of the Mueller report.
Oh my God, I have to look inside.
It's from Rich in Chicago.
Oh my God, it really is like Mad Libs, you guys. It's like Mad Libs. That is the greatest.
And this is the coolest thing. Rich from Chicago found us on the Dennis Miller podcast. That's how he heard of us.
Oh my God.
It's because he heard our appearance on Dennis Miller.
This is so great. It actually, you could put in like, instead, like it says Bond villain.
Wonder Rob.
And it has like Spider-Man foe. This is so
Isn't that cool?
You put an adjective in, a dessert, stuff like that. It's like Mad Libs. It's the greatest thing. These
Thank
are
you,
awesome.
Rich.
Thank you.
I gave one to Rob, but we can each have two.
Yeah, Rob can. I mean, he's Brad. Okay.
And then lastly, got the cutest letter from, I'm not going to show you any of the things yet, but we got this letter from Sandy and Sue. Sandy is a retired teacher and Sue is a retired HR manager, and they are like huge fans. Look at this like sheet.
Oh my God,
let me see. This is their happy little faces.
Oh my God.
Here, hold that.
They're adorable. You guys are adorable.
They are from Longview, Washington. And they're best friends, and they love our Facebook Lives, and they're constantly trying to figure out, like, which one is who. Like, they're always like, I'm the Monica,
like,
I'm the
who's
Daisy.
Monica and who's Daisy?
So they got us, like, a whole bunch of stuff. And so they said, we discussed which one of us is more like Muck and which is more like Daisy. After much debate, we feel we are fluid.
They're fluid. It's like, who identifies as who? They're fluid.
I just love that.
That's awesome. That's
so
great.
anyway, for Daisy, they got you.
I cannot. You guys, this is overwhelming. I'm
They
overwhelmed.
got you an antique bag because they know you love shoes and they are also obsessed.
I do, and I love things that are antique. I love everything antique. I love dead people stuff. So, and I love this. So sweet.
Isn't that sweet?
So
and
sweet.
also, this is for me. No, I'm just kidding.
It's Daisy Avenue. This is perfect at my desk. I love this.
Isn't that cute?
So cute.
I received.
It's Cooperville, Washington.
Where is it?
What did you receive?
I got a shot glass that says.
It says, "You don't know me. You just wish you did." Yeah.
They said that fits my humor to a T.
Totally.
We bet you wish you knew us because honestly, we are kicking the pants.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
I also got napkins that say, "Hey, Trainwreck, this isn't your station.
This isn't your station.
This is not your station.
This isn't your station.
Step off."
It's like,
And then we're supposed to fight over this
Oh.
yellow chick.
okay.
I think you should give that to
We
your
can
daughter.
do that. You think I can give it to my 8-year-old, or I can play with it myself because I really like stuffed animals.
We got stickers about never losing hope.
Don't lose hope.
I love that.
I do too. Oh my god, these are not just any stickers. They're like 3D stickers. Can you guys
Yeah,
see
they're
a
like the
3D?
bubble kind, I
Yeah, those are
And then we
cool.
got like patriotic mints.
Oh my god.
I mean, so many things. So, and then there's a postcard that says from Cooperville, Coopville?
Cooperville. It's Cooperville.
Is it?
I think it's Cooperville. 'cause
Coopville. No, it's Coopville.
I'm sorry, it's Coopville. Yeah,
Um,
it's Coopville.
Yeah. So they said
Coopville.
that if we visit there, they will give us.
It looks really
a tour.
nice. It
And
looks
then they
really
like
pretty.
have a card. I mean, it's
Wow.
official. We're surrounded by idiots.
I didn't
Anyway,
know that.
they just
That's
sent us so
sweet.
much stuff.
It looks
So
like
that-
a really beautiful place too.
so many presents today. It's just out of control.
Look
Out of
Look
control.
how cute it looks. Look how cute that Coopville, Washington looks. I love little towns like that.
Thanks, you
You
guys.
guys, thank you so much.
So nice.
You guys, I was so pissed off when we got on our Facebook Live.
And now you're like, oh.
Oh my god, I was like, oh, cute. I was so mad.
But now you're
When we-
not because of all the presents.
I'm not, because of so many presents. I was so mad, and then you guys just lifted me up. So I love you for that. Thank you. I mean,
Now,
you
do you
guys
want
are
to
just...
tell them why you're mad?
I was mad because they're taking your Wikipedia page down.
Mm-hmm. I just wrote a big fat post about it at chicksontheright.com. You can see all of the details, but the bottom line is we are not notable enough.
We're not important enough to have
to
a
have a Wikipedia page.
And
I'm not
It's
trying
like-
to say,
I
yeah,
mean,
we are.
No, I mean, we're not important. But I mean, I feel like some of it is politically driven.
Yeah, because
Let's get real.
what exactly
Let's get
do we
real.
need to do
Yeah.
to become worthy
Yeah, I mean,
of a
'cause-
page on Wikipedia?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that Omarosa has a Wikipedia
Well, but
page.
that's different. See, because apparently the whole way they decide your notability is how many mentions you get by other important people. And so,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
and so
what
Omarosa-
warrants a Wikipedia page?
Yeah. You're only notable if you get mentioned by other mentionables. So like, you know, if you're mentioned on like the big cable TV
Yeah.
shows or whatever, then you're worthy.
Okay, so you guys...
I don't think they realized that Whoopi Goldberg said our name once on
She
The
did.
View.
I mean, I don't think they know who we are. Nobody knows who we are. So our Wikipedia page is being...
It's being deleted.
Close. It's
you
being
can
deleted.
you can see the whole story at our website. It gives you all the details about why. But I told her that this morning. I thought I would just drop that bomb on her.
It's like
Right?
just in time for my 49th birthday on Thursday. They're like, listen, you're a nobody. Okay, thanks. Appreciate that. So that was...
We're going to be talking about that in our podcast today.
Yeah, because
So we'll give you the
think
whole
it's
story.
I think it's a little bit politically driven, and also kind of sexist. I mean, I don't ever pull that card, but a lot of sexist crap has been happening to us.
And we are not.
And
like
we're not those
people.
people who say we are not those girls. We never say the sex. We never pull that card. But I'm pulling the card. I'm pulling the card. I'm waving it around. I feel like that's been happening a lot. We're going to talk about that in our podcast today.
Yeah, we'll give you all the details.
We're going to talk about the whole sexist thing.
And even though it's like just kind of ridiculous and infuriating in some ways, it's also so utterly not a thing.
It
like,
isn't.
it's not
It's
going to
not a
impact
thing.
us at all.
It doesn't impact us. In fact, I forgot we had it until she mentioned it today. And she was like, "Here, we're getting taken down." I'm like, "Well, damn it." But then at the same time, I was like, "Oh, I forgot we had that." So,
because I guarantee, and I said this in the post, I guarantee you that the post I wrote about it will get more traffic than our Wikipedia page ever has.
Be like, wait, because now there's chicks on the right. Like it'll give us some traffic.
But the process, you guys, well, we'll talk about it in our podcast.
Yeah, we'll
so
talk about it.
Listen to that tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Because I mean, it's quite strange.
And there's some other stuff that's wrapped up in it. Stuff that's happened over the past week where we're like, what is going on with people and them telling us what to do? And it's just been crazy. So that's gonna happen. We'll do our podcast
We'll do a
on
whole
that.
thing about that.
The RNC convention, you guys.
I actually watched. Now, I didn't watch till the very end, but because I stopped like in the middle of Donald Trump Jr., but I watched most of it. Mm-hmm. And I know I'm gonna piss off people. You guys, Kimberly Guilfoyle was a disaster. I know that there's some people that are like, oh my God, it was so powerful. No, it was cringe. It was so cringe. I couldn't deal, like I laughed so many times at it because I kept picturing Evita, like Madonna singing Don't Cry For Me Argentina the entire time.
But take away the yelling.
Take away the yelling.
I am screaming! If you take away...
It was a great speech.
Yeah, if you take...
The
delivery was not so
awful.
Great. But imagine, but here's the thing, I think she forgot what arena she was in and the environment. I know.
When you're looking out at nobody.
I know.
How do you forget?
That's the problem. If there were a crowd full of people, if she were in a huge auditorium, it would have been awesome.
But wouldn't? Because I still feel like even in front of a crowd, that would have been over the top.
No, if she were in front of a crowd, I think it would have been great because it would have been okay because people would have been responding to her and the yelling would have been fine, I think. Because people would have been responding to it. No, I think it would have been fine in front of a crowd, but since it wasn't in front of a crowd, it was cringe.
Oh
but
my
God. But the speech itself was great.
Like I would have loved to have read that and not seen it. Because now that I've seen it, I can't forget it. Like it was so
it was weird, but with the crowd I think it would have worked, and that is what made it really awkward.
It was really cringe.
Yeah.
Especially considering Nikki Haley went after her, who is just a picture of grace.
She's perfection.
And you know, people give her a lot of crap. And I don't know if it's because of the whole Confederate flag thing from years ago. I don't know why they give her so much crap. But I was really glad that she brought that up.
Who gives her crap?
Well, a whole bunch of conservatives can't stand her. And so they're always calling her a rhino and whatever. And I love that she brought that story back into the fold because when you put it in the context of today, what she did was actually the right way to go about, if you're going to remove history, you got to do it with like a vote and you got to do it by with careful, thoughtful consideration and not just rip shit down like you're an animal, right? And so when she talked about how that decision was made right after that horrible shooting in the church, it was just, it made me remember, okay, there was like a rationale behind this. I may not agree with it, but compared to what we are seeing today, how she handled things is so different than the way Democrat leaders handle things.
Yeah.
It's just so different. And she was so different in terms of her delivery.
Oh my God, she's she's remarkable. I watched 2 of them last night and then all of them this morning. And
Herschel.
Oh my God, Herschel I watched last night. He's amazing. But I just love him. He's so, what's not to love about him, right? But this morning I was watching him and when I was getting ready for work, and then my daughter, who's 10, was in the bathroom with me at one point getting ready for school. And I was watching Nikki Haley at that time. And she was like, who's that? And I said, well, that's hopefully going to be the president in 2024. And so she was asking me questions about her and everything. And it's true. I mean, she's so awesome. And it was wonderful to be able to show my daughter like a normal woman politician other than like these swamp creatures that are just, they're terrible, right? It's like she is... I don't understand how anybody wants to vote Democrat right now. Because if you look at the contrast between last week and this week, first of all, let's just look at logistics, right?
Production value.
Production value. That was the first thing I looked at, was production value. And you look at the difference between the DNC and the RNC, they were all like on Zoom calls. And then you look at us and there was some production value. We actually had production. It looked nice. We looked nice. We looked like we gave a crap. They looked like they were in their parents' basements, you know? And I think that spoke volumes as to the parties, like the difference in the parties, I would think, you know, people were watching this. And then on top of that, you just look at the quality of people that were speaking. And, you know, my favorite last night was Alvarez. The Cuban guy.
That's the one where I left the room for a minute and then came back, and he was on TV, but I couldn't remember his name and it wasn't appearing underneath him. And so I asked my husband, I was like, who is that? And he was like, it's the guy from Up. And I was like, oh my God, because he does look just like that guy, but he was super powerful.
I cried.
It was so.
I cried.
I
mean, he is the reason that I continue to do what we do. Like that kind of like what he said, the things that just the meaning of his speech, what he says, like how much that guy loves this country.
Yeah.
Like he is everything. Like he is everything about at least what I do every day. Like if we lose that kind of spirit and how people love this country and revere this country, then I'm out. You know, it's like, I don't want to do this anymore. But the fact that there are people left like that in this country that still really love this country and they get it, like they understand it and they get it, then I'm all in, you know?
Vernon Jones, amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Oh my God, he was great. He gets it too.
Yeah, I mean, he was just terrific. There were really, the speakers were
fantastic.
Awesome.
Fantastic. And
absolutely awesome.
We totally kicked their butts. We kicked their butts when it's like because we get it.
But I disagree with you about who should run in 2024. I love Nikki Haley, but I want Tim Scott to be president. After seeing his speech, I'm just like, I'm so sold on that man.
You think he would be the greatest? Oh
my God.
Well, maybe she could be his VP.
It'd be a great ticket.
Yeah.
No matter which way. You know what I mean? Like, they're just.
But I would love for her to somehow be on that ticket.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, he was extraordinary.
Because I love her level-headedness. I love the sense of, she just has a sense of calm and poise about her that is extraordinary. And, you know, wouldn't it be great if we had the first, you know, woman, if it was us?
Oh, yeah.
It'd be fantastic, you know?
She was great, and Donald Trump Jr. was totally Donald Trump Jr. I mean, he was exactly as I expected him to be. People, of course, on the left are accusing him of being high on coke because that is the level of the left.
They're such degenerates. I swear to God, it's like, give me a break. Yeah, and I know you didn't like Kimberly Guilfoyle's speech, but if you
I like the speech, I just didn't like the deliverer of it.
The delivery was a little bit weird, but I loved what she said, and she's right. Everything that she said in her speech was right. I mean, if you could take away the screaming,
there was a tweet that said, "I didn't even have my TV on, and I heard Kimberly Guilfoyle's speech."
I just saw one that said all it said was decaf.
But there was one chick on Twitter who was like, listen, I'm Latina. That is our inside voice.
Yeah. And that's true. That's true.
Which, okay, that's fine. Yeah. But I'm just telling you, it made me very uncomfortable. I'm not the only one. Like, it was, the reaction on Twitter was fast. Yeah. And it wasn't just the left. Yeah. It was people like me who were like, oh my God, please make her tone it down just a few thousand notches.
She was excited. She was super excited. She was super excited to be there and deliver a message, you know? So listen, last night was great. I'm excited for, isn't Nick Sandman talking tonight?
Is tonight it's Melania's night.
I think it's Nick's night. I think the Covington kid. I am dying to hear him talk.
That should be good.
Yeah, I want to hear him just rip into the media.
And it was interesting to hear the couple, the McCloskeys, who I thought were good.
Normal.
I mean, well, I don't know the thing about them is it's going to be hard for people to relate to them because they are so
wealthy.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And it's just so obvious, like their opulence is sort of like in your face. But, I mean, their story is important. Like, it is important that all the people that completely terrorized them, not a single one of them faced an arrest or any consequence, and yet they got their guns taken away because they were trying to protect themselves in their home.
Yeah, that's not okay.
And that's crazy. Yeah. And so that's an important story.
Yeah, and people can relate to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't matter how rich you are. I mean, people can relate to that. Because, I mean, I think we all agree on the Second Amendment, being able to protect our families, and we get that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So these are all important stories.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that the people that they pick, because it was one thing that we were talking yesterday, we were like, we don't understand how they pick the people that they pick. They've done a fantastic job in day one.
Yeah.
In picking who they pick. And now it's like, I get it, the way it all falls together. When I saw the list of speakers, I was like, I don't understand, but now I understand.
Did you see like there were some some cutaways when Trump was talking to just like the regular people in a room? So the first one, he had, I want to say like 10 people somewhere, I'm assuming at the White House somewhere, and they were mostly like first responders and I think a couple teachers maybe. And he was just asking them who they were and their stories. A couple of them had recovered from COVID. And so, they're all standing a few feet apart and they're answering his questions. And it's just sort of like a, hey, how are you? And they're telling their story and they're showing their appreciation for him. And then immediately, because I was happening to watch CNN at that point, immediately they cut away from that, and that horrible Dana Bash chick. I can't stand her.
Yeah.
The first thing she says is, "Well, none of them were socially distanced, nor were any of them wearing masks." That was her immediate comment right out of the gate. And I'm like, you know what?
Shut up.
Shut up
Just
is
shut
right.
up.
And then Rachel Maddow last night. Well, and it wasn't just Rachel Maddow. Like MSNBC and CNN fact-checked in real time, and yet they did not do that during the DNC. And Rachel Maddow was like, keep in mind, we're showing this because we want to, not because we have to, and we just think it's important to show how much everybody lies. I mean, that was their delivery of their coverage.
This is the media.
God, I mean, it's just
They're
it's
gross.
They're
gross.
so completely upside down.
And somebody said the RNC is classy, the DNC is trashy. I totally agree with that.
I can't argue with that.
I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah.
It's you can just look at the difference between last week and this week. And this is the thing. I don't know why anybody would want to be on that side of the aisle. I don't get it. Why?
Did you see Kim Klacik?
No, I didn't.
She was really good. She was really early because Charlie Kirk was the first person I saw.
I didn't.
And then I think Kim was shortly after that. And she's great.
Oh my God.
I don't think she's going to win.
She's awesome. She's completely awesome.
I keep hearing
How could she not win?
Well, because I keep hearing that she's in a district that will never vote for Republicans.
No Republicans.
I mean, I hope.
What is wrong with you?
I hope she gets enough national attention that she becomes more, her name sticks in people's minds.
I just, why? Why would you not vote for her? She's magnificent.
She really is.
This is the thing. This is what's wrong with Democrats. It's like we have to keep voting lock, stock, barrel with Democrats. Why? They've done nothing for you. Why?
And Chris Cuomo then, this is what they'll say. So about Tim Scott, about Vernon Jones, about Herschel Walker, about anybody of color that spoke out, Chris Cuomo was the first to say they're just carrying water for the president.
That's racist.
Right.
You are a racist.
I mean, that's the thing. And one of the trending words on Twitter this morning was like a slur against, well, they're basically saying Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom. Well, Vernon, he addressed that in his speech. Yeah. He talked about that. He's like, listen, they're just vile. They came right after me. He's like, if you dare to step outside like the groupthink, I'm paraphrasing, of course, they're going to come after you. He goes, but you don't have to vote Democrat just because you're black. You can think for yourself. Go figure.
I don't exactly understand why he hasn't switched parties yet.
Yeah, and he also reiterated, that Joe Biden has been doing this for 47 years.
I loved when people said
He's been doing this for 47 years. What the hell has he done?
I know.
I mean,
I love that.
People out there listening to this need to keep saying that to people. What has he done? What has he done for black people? What has he done for you? I mean, what do you think he's going to do that's innovative or different than what he's done in 47 years? He hasn't done squat. He is a career politician. He's just holding on. He feels like this will be his swan song. This is the only reason that he's doing it. And then they're holding on to him because they couldn't find anybody better. It's so pathetic. I mean, Democrats are pathetic. How
sad is that?
It's so sad. They can't find, out of all the people that they have in the Democrat Party, the best they could get was Joe Biden. That's the best. And then Kamala. That's the best they could get. Wow.
That's not good, you guys.
And then look at who we have. It's crazy. Like, they have nobody good. So sad.
I do want to watch live, but man, am I tired.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Yikes. That's a lot.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the recap of day one, and we'll see what happens tonight. It's going to be Melania night, and I forget who else, but that will be...
Hopefully Nick Sandman.
Yeah, so that'll be something. We're going to be playing a lot of clips on our radio show today. We're also going to be playing just an absolutely batshit clip from Pelosi calling anybody in the GOP enemies of the state, domestic enemies, essentially.
I also
she's
love,
crazy.
I also love, somebody said, I love that everybody ended their speeches with God bless America. I love that too, because we actually put God in our platform. We didn't take him out of it in 2012. Yeah.
I do fear that this election will remain undecided forever. And that's my new big fear right now. It's not even about who wins, because I just don't think we're ever going to know. And then it's going to be Pelosi, which... That's what could happen, you guys.
Okay, stop.
I'm just saying.
Stop
and
with
now
that.
Hillary Clinton, we have audio of her that we're going to play on the show too, basically saying to Biden, she's delivering a message to Biden, do not concede under any circumstances. That's her message to Joe Biden. And if he listens, we're not going to have a decided election. I'm just terrified of that.
No, she's going to be on the floor
Oh my
in
God.
fetal position.
It's going to be bad, you guys.
It's going to be so bad.
It's going to be really
It's gonna
bad.
be-
Maybe I should just take vacation election week.
Yeah.
I'll just leave you to do the show.
I don't want to do the show by myself, but I mean, if you're gonna be like, you're gonna be in the corner rocking
Oh
back
my
and
God.
forth, like being like, throw me donuts, and I'll be hucking donuts at
For
her.
real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and she'll be sucking her thumb, like crying. It'll be so bad, you guys. It's gonna be so bad.
Also, new drama, new developments in the Conway family hullabaloo.
You guys, this is such a mess.
You guys, so Claudia Conway, she is impossible. So she put, I think this was a live TikTok. I don't even know what platform she used to do this. But basically, right after George and Kellyanne released their statements saying that they were pulling back from their jobs, Claudia took to TikTok and put up screenshots essentially of her
Because she
parents'
still has a phone.
right. I mean, this is problem number one.
Miraculously, that's problem
And
number. Yeah.
Her big gripe was that they didn't talk to her first before making that decision. And I'm like, you're 15. Like, you don't get to be a part of parental decisions. You brat. So we have some audio to play from that because it was like 15-minute long rant that she did.
You guys remember when kids were kids? And like parents,
times.
remember that? You
was
remember
good
that?
times,
When
man.
yeah, when kids were kids.
There's also a new documentary, I use that word really loosely, a documentary being put out by the Lincoln Project on the 1st of September. There's a clip that we're going to play from it.
Oh my God, that
of
clip.
George Conway.
That clip. First of all, what is up with his hair? Does he have a bob? Is that what's going on? I mean, like he has a bob haircut. It's a bob, isn't it? He has a bob.
He.
What is it? What is his hair, you guys? What is happening?
I'm not gonna say anything.
You
about
like you're like right. Like you don't do that. Okay, like now you're taking the high horse. You're
Well,
gonna do
because
that. Why? Because there's 5,200 people here, and like today you're gonna start not like
no, it's
commenting
not
on
about a
people's-
high horse. It's honestly, I didn't notice because I was so focused on his tears.
on him like crying.
Because he cries, you
cries
guys.
in this clip, you guys.
It is so ridiculous.
Gosh.
So we're gonna play it
I
because he's
can't.
crying over how Trump is racist.
You know what he needs? He totally needs this. He totally needs it. I mean, he needs one.
Well, I can't wait to play it for you. Also, yesterday on the show, we talked about Jerry Falwell Jr. Rob had, of course, mentioned this in Speed because it's a salacious story, and that's right up Rob's alley.
Yeah.
And so he talked about the fact that they had Jerry Falwell and his wife had released a statement saying, listen, my wife had, she had an affair with the pool boy.
Like,
who's
who
20 years
has a
old.
pool boy? Like, who? I can't. We're talking about this yesterday. I'm like, people actually have pool boys. Like, we joke about it. We're like, that lady had, relations with the pool boy. Like, but they actually have
It's
a pool
a real
boy,
story,
you guys.
And he was only 20 at the time. And so, as soon as Rob said yesterday that the pool boy accompanied them on vacation, I was like, Falwell was involved. This isn't just about the wife. This is about a menage of some sort, right? And then what happens? What happens in the afternoon? Pool boy comes out and he was like, oh yeah, Jerry totally watched. He got off on it. So now Jerry Falwell has resigned from Liberty University.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably for the best.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not good for the university to have him, like, there.
Especially when the rules of the university are like, don't engage in premarital sex of any kind.
Yeah, because I feel like this is
naughty.
Probably the worst kind.
Even though this is marital sex,
but it's not the right. It's like
marital.
Extra.
You know
There's like an extra person in that marital sex. You don't want.
And I can't decide. Like, I mean, is Jerry Falwell trying to throw his wife under the bus
by
like excluding himself from the story?
I have
or is he? What is he doing?
I don't want to even know. I don't want to. I don't want to get involved in that. I don't. I just. I'm gonna stay out of that one. I mean, like, you don't want to talk about Conway's hair. I don't want to talk about this.
I do want to talk about his hair. It's just I honestly didn't notice it.
But I mean,
I
want to know. I honestly want to know if he has a bob. Like, is that what he's going for? Because you shouldn't be going for that. If you're a guy and you walk into like a barber, like,
don't say I want the George Conway.
I didn't think that barbers did bobs. I thought they did like high and tights and like short stuff, but they didn't do bobs. I mean, this is a legit question. I'm serious. If you're a barber out there, let us know. Call us on our hotline, 684-8444, area code 317.
Michael Steele has joined the Lincoln Project. Raise your hand if you're shocked.
Oh my God.
I don't see any hands.
Michael Steele has?
Yeah. Remember, because like over the course of the last several years, he's been getting weirder and weirder. And so this just is sort of the
and more
cherry
full of
on
hate,
top.
full of hate. These
That
guys are all,
is
they're just so full of hate. And they might as well just be socialists because just like we said yesterday, they're sending out tweets that are exactly the same as the Democratic Socialists of America. So congratulations on your communism.
Good luck with that message.
Good luck being a commie.
You guys, millennials are apparently terrified of periods, and I am not talking about the menstrual kind. I am talking about the actual punctuation.
Millennials are afraid of punctuation.
They find full stops, as they call them in the UK, they find them intimidating. And that is why you see in their social media communication very little usage of an actual period, because it implies a cutoff, right? Like an abrupt cutoff.
And that's scary. It gives them all the sad and the scary feels. It makes it's intimidating. It's intimidating.
I'm sorry, not millennials. It's Z's. Generation
Z's.
Yeah, it's not millennials.
Is that our kids? That's our kids.
Yeah, I think that's right. Because wouldn't they have been born in 2000?
Yeah, mine's 2010. So yours is when was
2005?
Yeah, 2005.
So yeah, if you get a message from a teenager and there's a period at the end of the sentence, then that teenager thinks that the sender was weird, mean, or too blunt. Mm-hmm. So that's why they don't use.
They don't If you see like text messages from that generation, they're weird, y'all.
They are.
They're really weird. They don't use the punctuation. They talk really strangely.
They spell everything wrong.
She has
on purpose.
to translate stuff for me because I don't speak. Is it Z? I don't speak Z.
It's really. It's not even Z. It's like Z texting. It's like a whole separate language. From
It's a completely different language. We may have to do a podcast on it just to like teach people our age how to speak that language because I don't speak it. And they say weird things.
They spell everything wrong on purpose. Like, I've noticed that my kid, for example, instead of writing out the word good, he'll spell it G-U-D. This is just, it's like a way of shortening everything, even though he's a perfectly fine speller in actual life.
Like, why do they do
Over
that?
texting, this is what they do.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. It's just a thing. It's a weird thing.
It's so weird.
Anyway, that's the gist. We're going to be talking a lot about RNC. I have a feeling that once we get going on the RNC this morning on the regular radio show, that's pretty much all we're going to do.
Like at least the first hour.
Yeah, that's
the first hour we'll be
suspicion.
spent talking about that. Yeah,
because there's a lot of voicemails too that I'd love to get to, but maybe that won't happen until tomorrow.
Is there anything juicy and good? Anybody yelling at us? You got people yelling at us?
I don't know that there's... we got I don't know if it's the same lady. I think it's the same lady, but there was a lady that called our voicemail thinking that we were the Dixie Chicks. So she leaves this big giant voicemail about how she loves us so much and she really wants us to come and perform.
And we sang really great at the DNC.
Yeah, we sang really awesome
we did a really great job singing at the DNC, you guys. We did. We did that.
I mean, so she already sent us an email, and now she sends us a voicemail. Like, she went to great lengths to find out how to contact us, saw everywhere that it says Chicks on the Right, and continues to think we're the Dixie Chicks.
She's that much of an idiot. She's that much of a moron that she thinks that we're the actual Dixie Chicks. The two of us are. We sang at the DNC convention.
I mean, listen, We're not terrible singers. But
Ready, 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 ready to run. It's us.
Anyway, we are not those chicks.
We're not the Dixie Chicks. No.
Anyway,
No.
I can't remember all of them, but that was the one that really stuck out. Also, there's another, like, Melania's former spokesperson.
And
chick
friend.
that she was friends with.
And friend, like a good friend.
She also recorded Melania saying things about Ivanka and Donald Trump and whoever
This
else.
chick needs to be...
No, this family cannot trust
Anybody.
anybody.
So a friend, could you imagine your friend, like a good friend of yours, that you've been friends with for years, and then you get into the White House, and then you're like, you give her a job, and
big one.
a really big important job, and that broad tapes you. And then she gets out of the White House, and then she releases this book, and like it's all the stuff that she recorded you saying.
I mean, listen, you guys, we have said things to each other that we would never dream of saying out loud in any sort of public way.
Exactly.
And like these are things that would get us into all kinds of trouble, I'm sure.
Yeah, with a lot of people.
But
that is what you do as friends. That's why it's like the circle of trust.
Right.
You don't do that.
You don't break that.
You don't break that.
And this biatch totally did that. And this is why
And that's
people go after
yeah.
the Trumps for like employing their own children. Who else can they trust?
My
honestly,
God.
at this point?
That is a circle of trust. That chick broke every code.
Every code.
Like she is an evil, nasty human being. How dare she?
And her book also comes out September 1st.
What is wrong with these people?
Just awful
people.
Awful
They don't
people.
understand friendship. They don't understand loyalty. They don't understand human beinging. They don't understand it. Like, how dare she? I hope she never has a friend ever again.
I mean, no one should trust her ever.
No one. Ever.
All right, we gotta go. I gotta make sure Rob's not freaking out because, wow, I sent him a lot of crap.
Okay.
So, and we gotta give him his present.
And I have got to go work on my nutsack. So excited about my nutsack.
Thank you, everybody, for the amazing gifts. Thank you to Jennifer.
You guys.
Thank you to Rich.
I'm so excited.
Thank
Where are my
you
earrings
to
again?
Sandy
Where
and
did my
Sue.
earrings go? Where are they? Hold on, I gotta find them. There's like so much stuff over here. Oh, I found them.
Okay.
You guys, for those of you just joining, I gotta show you my
And
earrings
Sandy.
again. And my purse.
I mean,
You
we got
guys,
spoiled rotten
I'm gonna
today.
put my earrings on. You guys see my Donald Trump earrings?
Those
Aren't
are
they fantastic?
awesome.
Aren't they great? So excited about my earrings, you guys. We hope everybody has a great Tuesday.
Don't forget to subscribe. Mock and Daisy Common Sense Cast. It'll come out tomorrow. You'll get to hear the whole Wikipedia drama. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube to The Mock and Daisy Show.
Yes.
Don't forget that we sell the cutest stuff in a store. And
Yeah.
you can get to the store at the top of our website, chicksontheright.com. There's a store link. Super cute little tees and sweatshirts and other little things that you can get.
And don't forget how much we appreciate you guys. Don't forget it. Because we really appreciate you guys. Like, we really, really do.
This is what they do now. They
Is
make
that what the
cards.
kids do?
Yeah, they do this.
That's what we,
I don't make a very good one.
Mine's pretty lame, too.
Wait, what?
I have arthritis. That's why we're not on Wikipedia anymore, you guys.
You're not allowed on Wikipedia with arthritis.
Can't when you have arthritis. It's just the way it goes. Okay, you guys, bring it in. Bring it in. You guys.